It doesn't fly. It doesn't roar like a jet. It floats silently and explodes without warning. A boat. No captain, no mercy, only a camera and a detonator. This is the new naval threat in the Red Sea, and it's already taken lives. The Houthi movement operating from Yemen has been launching what may be the most underestimated weapons of modern naval warfare. Unmanned surface vessels, also known as suicide boats. These are small, fast crafts loaded with explosives. They carry no crew, no visible weaponry, just a guidance system and a deadly payload. They are designed to get close, very close. And when they do, they detonate. At first glance, these boats look almost improvised, built from fiberglass hulls, commercial-grade engines, even modified fishing boats. But don't be fooled. Inside they contain GPS modules, video cameras, and in some cases, real-time satellite communication. Operators watch the feed remotely, guiding the boat toward a target, sometimes from dozens of kilometers away. When they're within range, they lock on course and arm the payload. The boat doesn't stop. It doesn't negotiate. It just explodes. These aren't theoretical threats. One cargo ship, a civilian vessel traveling through the Red Sea, was struck by a suspected USV. The explosion ripped through the hull. Crew members were killed. The ship was disabled but stayed afloat. It was a chilling demonstration of what these boats are capable of. Other ships have reported evasive maneuvers, turning at full speed to avoid fast-moving objects in the water. The problem? Sometimes they never see them coming. The U.S. Navy deploys destroyers equipped with billion-dollar defense systems, the Aegis Combat System, phased array radar, infrared sensors, and rapid-fire CIWS cannons. But these suicide boats ride low in the water. They're small, often wooden or fiberglass, almost invisible to radar. They have almost no thermal signature, no radio chatter, and by the time they're detected, they may already be within detonation range. They're not flying above. They're crawling below radar right on the surface. Systems like Phalanx or CRAM are optimized for anti-air threats, missiles, drones, fast jets. But intercepting a fast-moving object on the sea, blending in with the wave clutter, that's a different challenge. Firing missiles at them isn't ideal either, because every interceptor costs millions, while the target might cost less than a second-hand jet ski. It's a lose-lose equation for the defending ship. The Houthis and those who advise them understand the game isn't just about destruction. It's about disruption. These attacks spike insurance costs. They force ships to reroute thousands of miles around Africa. They jam up trade lanes. They make navies look slow and vulnerable. In other words, the mere threat of a suicide boat is already a strategic victory. Ukraine has used naval drones to hit Russian warships in the Black Sea. Those vehicles are sleek, AIG-guided, and increasingly autonomous. The Houthi boats are cruder, often improvised, but they serve the same purpose. Deny maritime dominance, attack where you're not expected, and do it all without risking a single soldier. This is what modern asymmetric warfare looks like on the ocean. Picture this: a convoy of tankers protected by a U.S. destroyer. Then, from multiple directions, 10 USVs appear on radar. Or maybe just some appear. Some might be decoys. Others come below radar level. Do you fire missiles? Use the gun? Can you hit them all before one breaks through? It only takes one to underscore a billion-dollar ship or kill dozens of people. For decades, navies focused on aircraft carriers, submarines, and high-tech missiles. But now, a few $1,000s, a GoPro, and a steering wheel can challenge global power projection. The suicide boat may not be elegant, but it works. And that alone makes it terrifying. This is the new front line in naval warfare. Silent, simple, and deadly. But surface drones aren't the only tools the Houthis are deploying. In the skies, they're sending wave after wave of aerial drones, many of them kamikaze style. These UAVs, often Iranian-designed, fly low and slow, sometimes in swarms to bypass traditional defenses. They target radar systems, communication nodes, even civilian ships. And like their sea-based cousins, they're cheap and expendable. And then there are the missiles, anti-ship ballistic missiles, cruise missiles. Some launched from deep inside Yemen, others from mobile platforms. They've already struck vessels in the Red Sea and beyond, showing that the Houthis now possess long-range capabilities previously thought beyond their reach. Combined with suicide boats and drones, these attacks create a multi-layered threat matrix, one that challenges even the most advanced navies on Earth. The U.S. Navy is heavily present in the Red Sea with destroyers, aircraft carriers, and other advanced ships patrolling the waters to ensure freedom of navigation and protect commercial interests. These ships are equipped with some of the most sophisticated defense systems in the world: radars, interceptors, and countermeasures designed to defend against missiles and aircraft. But even these high-tech behemoths are not immune to the threat of unmanned surface vessels. Despite their advanced systems, the nature of the threat, small, fast-moving, and often invisible to radar, creates a constant risk. A single successful strike from a Houthi suicide boat could or even sink a U.S. warship, demonstrating just how vulnerable even the most advanced military forces can be in modern naval warfare. The U.S. Navy deploys advanced fighter jets like the F/A-18 Hornet and the F-35 Lightning II in the Red Sea and the Persian Gulf, designed to intercept aerial threats. But can these fighters be effective against the small, fast suicide boats that the Houthis use in their attacks? In theory, fighter jets can identify and attack vessels on the water, and they could be useful in a defensive role, but they face several challenges. USVs are small, maneuverable, and often travel at low speeds, making them difficult to detect from the air. Additionally, operating close to the water's surface, these boats can blend in with the waves, reducing the chances of timely identification by the fighters. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative and impactful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us keep bringing you more in-depth content on the world's most pressing issues. Stay tuned for more, and as always, stay informed. Music.